Today's daily dose of math is about interval notation. Interval notation is a way of showing a range of numbers from one number to another number that includes all the numbers in between. This works with real numbers because we're not only including whole numbers in our answer, we're also including all those decimals and fractions that are in between them. Let's look at this example. We are talking about the numbers that start from -2 and go to +1. I write -2, comma, +1. And then I use square brackets, always square brackets for interval notation, on the outsides of these numbers. When we, on a number line, show a solid circle, it means that number is included in our answer. So I put a square bracket with the part at the top and the bottom pointing towards -2. That's the way we show that -2 is part of our answer. And that's why it's useful to use square brackets for this. 1 is also part of our answer. It's a solid circle. So I use a square bracket. This time it's pointing to the left because it's pointing towards the 1 and showing that the 1 is included in the answer. So when the brackets are pointing towards the number, that number is included. If brackets are pointing away from the number, it means the number is not included. Let's look at this example. Here we have the numbers between -1 and 2. So I write them with a comma between them. The 2 is included. It's a solid circle, so I'm doing the same thing I did before, square bracket pointing towards the 2. But the -1 is not included. It's an open circle. So I draw a square bracket pointing to the left, pointing away from the -1, showing that -1 is not part of the answer. This makes it easy to do the third and fourth examples. In the third example, we're going from -3 to 0. We put those numbers with a comma between them. The -3 is included, so the bracket points towards it. The 0 is not included, so the bracket points away from it. Here we have the numbers between -2 and +2, and neither of them are included, so both brackets are pointing away. Notice how the number line looks a lot like the x-axis in a graph where you have both x and y axes. The number line really does work just like the x-axis. And that's why I have this here. What about the y-axis? Can we do interval notation with that as well? So here I have a number line that's going up and down and it looks like the y-axis. The example I'll use is in my city, the coldest temperature that happened last year was -30 degrees Celsius. And the hottest temperature of the year was +30 degrees Celsius. So both of those temperatures happened. And of course, all the temperatures in between also happened. So I have a number line that's pointing up and down. And it works the same way as this one. And if I want to use interval notation to show all the temperatures that happened last year, I'm going to put -30, comma, +30, and both of those temperatures were included, so I'm putting square brackets pointing towards the -30 and the +30. I'm using interval notation on what could be a thermometer, but is also a number line, and a y-axis. This is how interval notation works, and it's very useful in math. This is today's daily dose of math. Please remember to like this video, and if you're not subscribed yet, click on the subscribe button.